What's up, everyone? Staniel Smooth here. I wanted to show you guys a cool thing we're doing. This podcast is sponsored by Canada Dips, the newest lineup to the dip game, but in CBD form. The Canada Dips lineup features products made for every man's lifestyle. All tins are proudly crafted from the hills of Humboldt County in California. It's filled with flavor and will give you that good vibe that CBD brings to the room. So what are you waiting for? Use the promo code BELLYUP20 in all caps at CanadaDips.com for 20% off your next order. That's BELLYUP20 at CanadaDips.com.
It's time to BS.
You're a dick. You're such a dick. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you have Jack control his soundboard from his computer. So, one of my favorite parts of doing the show is the constant bullshit and chaos that you hear whenever. Why can't I hear shit on my headphones? God damn it! Fuck me! I get technical difficulties. Hold on. Hold, please.
Technical difficulties.
Yeet. Just completely tosses it to the side. Don't mind me. I can't hear shit. Why can't I hear shit? God damn it. Oh my god. I heard that.
I didn't realize you had it like turned up so loud.
The fucking JBL, yeah. Holy wow. Ow.
Apologies.
You suck.
I didn't mean to kill your ears there.
Ow.
I just wanted to make a meme.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ. Anyway, welcome to episode 230. We've done 237 episodes of this crap.
What the fuck?
And that's not including BS sessions and the various other sideshows that has gone on in this bullshit. But here we are, nonetheless. Post-birthday Jack is here. I am here. Staniel Smooth. I'm coming to you from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. Jack is coming to you from the sunny state of California. This is time to BS, and we're doing shit. Jack, how was your weekend?
Oh boy. Let's go with the word roller coaster. It started off pretty good, and then it kind of went to shit.
Is it a Hawaiian roller coaster ride?
I guess.
Did you get that reference?
I did not get that reference, and
Wow, I feel old.
based on the sound effect that you played, it was probably one that I don't think I want to get.
No, Lilo and Stitch.
Oh.
It's fucking Disney.
No, I have not seen that part of Lilo and Stitch.
It's like the beginning of the film.
I've watched the series quite a lot.
No, the series is good. Every time I think of Lilo and Stitch, I can do this voice very well. After all you put me through, you expect me to help you just like that? Do it really well. I got the Islanders game to my right. Oh boy.
I'm going to have a couple things on my left and right soon. There's a Kings game later tonight, and of course, the last Raw before Survivor Series. So.
Oh yeah, we got Raw tonight. We got Isles tonight. We got Kings tonight. Shit's good. Shit is good, Jack. So I have a question for you. While we segue into the bullshit and the stupidity, what the fuck was that yesterday? Let's get.
It was a team gap, I'll say. One team is just a lot better. Like, the Eagles are, like, contenders, and the Rams are just mid.
We did say at around early to mid-November, we will know what our teams are. We did say this.
We did.
We did say this. Let's be real. This is around the time of the year where we know what our teams are. And at this particular point, we might know what the Rams are.
Yeah. Now, do I think they're completely screwed? No.
No, they're not.
But they basically have to go 6-1 the rest of the way.
You might have to win out if you even want to shut.
They're not beating Buffalo. But if they win every game other than Buffalo, they're good, I think.
Is it in Buffalo or at home?
It's at home. Although it might as well be in Buffalo because Bills fans are everywhere. So
Bills fans are fucking everywhere. That's true. Hi, Kyle. We gotta get him on. It'd be a fucking blast. Just him rambling on Bills Mafia and shit. Have a good time. But I saw that game and where do I put you guys? Offensively, you're fine.
I don't know. They haven't had the healthy offensive line combo that they've been looking for all year.
You need a left tackle.
We need what's his name back? Rob Havenstein.
Yeah, you need both your tackles. You need Havenstein back and you need a left tackle.
But it's mostly Havenstein. Everyone else is fine. Honestly, I'm serious. Everyone else is completely fine. But
Agreed with that.
Yeah, we just need the O-line to finally like have the 5 people that are like the 5 best players that are like the ideal healthy combination.
The defense is good for the most part.
I feel like the defense is, I don't know. They let themselves get really pushed around last night. I think the biggest problem is the Rams just lost that game in the trenches. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like if Stafford had more time to throw, or if like they got pressure quicker onto Jalen Hurts or Saquon, they didn't let him get the edge constantly, then there would have been a lot closer game. So
say quads. That was bad. That was bad. That was a bad joke. That was such a bad joke. Not like people have made that joke 1,000 times, like Quadzilla.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Where is it?
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
I'm proud of you. Every so often, when we record this crap, there is some moment where I am proud of Jack and his growth and his journey.
This journey of bullshit.
It is bullshit.
We are embarking on together.
Let's be real. But Jared Verse is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, right?
Unquestionably.
He's going to win it.
Because, the guy for the Eagles, who is it, Quinion or whoever? He allowed a touchdown for the first time all year. And meanwhile, you had a moment where Jared Verse absolutely pancaked Jordan Mailata.
Yeah, Jared Verse is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's by default at this point.
It feels like it should be.
Should be by default.
I don't think the scoreboard and the stats might reflect it in this particular game, but I feel like Verse is going to be fine in that race.
Because who else is there? Byron Murphy has gotten pressure, but the numbers aren't there. Or then who else is? Who else? Who else? You can't think of one.
I can't name anyone off the top of my head.
I can't think of one either. I really can't, which sucks because, there's some really good young defensive players out there. Carter's a second-year player, Jalen Carter. We know that. But yeah,
it was nice to be at the game though. Meet some friends.
I'm happy. I was happy for you. I was pumped for you.
SoFi is still a fantastic stadium. I love going there.
SoFi is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you, Stan Kroenke's money.
Seriously though, and I'm tired. I will say this really quick.
Yeah.
I'm tired of fans acting like they're even like Rams fans too. They're acting this way. It's like, oh, other teams are constantly taking over. That never happened at the Coliseum, or that never happened at. That was happening a few times in the Coliseum, or there were other times where the seats were empty.
The lone Jeff Fisher year.
when we're not playing against a team with fans that travel well, we fill SoFi to the brim. We fill it. We filled it against Seattle on a Tuesday night game. We filled it against Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. We filled it against Arizona every year.
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl too. Like, when we're not playing a fan base that travels well, we fill up the place.
Yeah. People forget, people
forget how, people are constantly whining because we have a bunch of home games against teams that have the well-traveling fan bases. Like last year we had a home game against Philadelphia. We had a home game against Pittsburgh. We have home games against the 49ers every year. Those are fan bases. Those are the top 5 traveling fan bases in the league. It's not a surprise that they're everywhere. It's not like we don't take games over when it's our team, when it's when it's some random team like Cleveland or freaking Washington or Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, the other NFC West teams other than San Francisco. And I'm not saying that Seahawks fans aren't good. I like your fan base. You guys have a good fan base.
There's a good chunk of New York City. I'll shout them out. Carlo East is a Seahawks bar over in Western New York, over in Western Manhattan.
I think your fan base is better at home than on the road, though. I will say
the Super Bowl in New York City would like to disagree, but
Okay, fair enough. But that's the Super Bowl, so of course people are going to show up for that.
Yeah, good point. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm just trying to say, pump the brakes on the whole, we always get taken everything because we don't. If you're a Rams fan, listen to this. We don't. What is our next home game against? Buffalo might travel. They travel really well, so they'll probably have a lot of fans there. Check the schedule right now, and I'll get the keyboard going for.
Bills Mafia is Raider Nation too is everywhere.
We have 3 home games left. I think
against the Seahawks too.
Yeah, against the Bills, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks. Show up to those Cardinals and Seahawks games. You'll see how many Rams fans there are.
You're not entirely wrong with that. You're not entirely wrong with that at all. Anyway, earlier in the day, yesterday as we're recording, 2 more NFC West teams played against each other at home in Seattle. The Seahawks get a gigantic win over the then first place Cardinals. Can we have a serious discussion on Kyler Murray? I know he's gotten a lot better this season, but why is it that in certain big games he just turns into a pumpkin?
Still something that he's got to learn.
Yeah. However, can we also give credit to Seattle's defense? Because good God, they showed up.
They did. I at least heard that they did. I will admit, I was just kind of on and off of red zone while I was getting ready for the game. So I don't have too great of a pulse on what happened for most of this week.
On it.
But
I'm on it. Give me a second.
Yeah. Going off of what I heard, though, that's a huge win. I'll take your word for it, too.
Leonard Williams alone had 2.5 sacks. He had 2.5. Leonard Williams alone had 2.5 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Jaron Reed had half a sack. Boy Mafe had a sack. Tyrese Knight got his first sack of his career. They sacked Kyler Murray 5 times. Picked him off once. Ran it for a touchdown. Thank you, Kobe Bryant. Not to be confused with Mamba mentality. Rest in peace. But they held the Cardinals to 2 field goals. And that's a good Cardinal offense.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You would know firsthand. Unfortunately. Better.
I don't want to talk about it.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you. I don't want to talk about Buffalo either.
I don't want to talk about Buffalo either.
Buffalo's got good wings, though.
True.
They have really good. You been up there?
I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings.
You know,
what you have done has made God very unhappy.
How the hell did you confuse Buffalo The city of Buffalo with Buffalo Wild Wings.
I didn't confuse them.
That isn't anywhere remotely. You just pissed off the entirety of Bill's Mafia.
I probably did. So be it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just.
Jack's heel turn is in full force.
Here's the deal. Is it not like made in the same style?
Oh no.
Or is it completely different?
Oh no, it's completely different.
Okay.
It's bar wings.
All right.
Buffalo Wild Wings just microwaved. Pretty much. Oh, man.
You know what's funny is I didn't even have wings there.
God damn.
I've only been there once and I had a burger, so I can't even really speak. So
The burgers are good. The Buffalo Wild Wings burgers are good. You just pissed off the entirety of Bill's Mafia with this. That listens to this.
I don't think this is as funny as you intended it to be.
It's just funny to me. It's
You can
not.
clip it if you want. I don't think it's really going to get that reaction.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm probably not going to clip it anyway because I'm being a lazy little shit, but chaos. You did want to ramble about the MLS because I am not familiar with the MLS. I know certain MLS teams, like your LA Galaxy. I'm familiar with the New York Red Bulls who play here over in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
And they're still alive right now.
In the Meadowlands. I want to get an MLS. The problem is I can't find the games.
Well, the games are on Apple TV.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. You can pay, I think it's $10 a month to watch every game, no paywall, which is really good. But at the same time, Apple TV can do a better job promoting it. But it is what it is. Obviously, Messi plays in the league too, so that's got a lot more eyes on it.
Inter Miami, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a fun, it's a very North American take on soccer, but I enjoy it because, most soccer leagues, there's just, one big table. There's all the standings are together.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Yeah, like the Premier League and stuff. This league doesn't have promotion relegation, but at the same time, it's, different because it has, conferences and standings and, things that you would expect from more American sports leagues.
From what I know, it's
and
very hockey-like. From what I know, it's very hockey-like.
The playoff system too is pretty cool. What they have, so what they've done is they made they have a wild card game between the 8th and 9th place teams.
Oh, that's good.
And the winner of that goes on to the first round to play against the first place team in each conference. And basically, the first round is the best 2 out of 3, and then after that, it's all single elimination. So the games are really high stakes.
No.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. I was just pretty happy about the LA Galaxy, to be honest, because it feels like they are not that the Lakers aren't doing great, because so far they are, and obviously the Dodgers just came off of a title, but they're not playing right now. But the Galaxy kind of are that one team for me that's playing right now that is actually hauling ass. They have 15 goals in their last 3 games, and it's just the turnaround that this team had is insane, because a year ago they could not get out of 13th place to save their lives. Their front office was all screwed up. And there were protests and boycotts too, because their team president was a POS. He wasn't really I'm sure he's a nice guy, as a person, but he was not a very good team president. He only cared about the brand side of things. He felt the strength of the team was the brand, and that people always identify the Galaxy as that one team from LA that won the 5 MLS Cups or something like that, and that's all he cared about. He's as long as people are talking about us like that, we're fine. And he was screwing over the team performance wise on the field, and it was seriously becoming an issue. And Galaxy fans boycotting and protesting led to him being fired. And now a year later, literally the next year, they're in the freaking Western Conference Final.
They're playing. Yeah, they just destroyed Minnesota yesterday, right?
Yeah, they did. And in the 2 games they played against Colorado in the first round, they've scored, I think, 10 goals.
Wow.
Maybe 11.
Wow.
They have 15 goals in 3 games in the playoffs. That's ridiculous.
Is Apple TV Plus worth it?
Maybe. I mean, you can get you can buy the season pass by yourself, but it'll cost $5 extra or something.
For the whole... Wait, what? Hold on. Give me a second here. MLS season...
$15.99 a month, I think. Or $14.99 a month.
I'm going to Google this real quick. For this...
I think it's worth it.
That's not bad. It's $15 a month for the whole season. Because I want to get it. I would love to get into MLS. Because this is one of those things where growing up I was never a huge soccer fan. Like, I knew Ronaldo and Messi were and Neymar were. I knew who the big three were. And like, I knew who Zlatan Ibrahimovic was when he went to...
Who played for the Galaxy.
He played for the Galaxy and had like a 4-goal game at one point. He went off on one day. And I knew who the Red Bulls were, and I'm not like too familiar with the game. But I work with a bunch of soccer fans, so that does help to get into the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I would like... the first person I could go to who isn't you, that I can also go to in the MLS is from Insert Name FC, part of Bel Air Sports, Hector. He's probably... Shout you out, buddy. Who was on the show before for the 100th episode. And he told me about the Super League over at Premier League that was going on.
Yeah, that whole thing, that whole debacle.
Shit show. Yeah, so, I don't know. I mean,
which might still happen, apparently. I don't know.
It might still happen. And MLS and Premier League is on Peacock, from what I know, so that does help.
Yeah, Premier League is on NBC Peacock.
Was cool. That does. Chaos.
Yeah, chaos. I'm looking at like Super League stuff right now because it could still happen. I don't know.
You never know. You never know. It's one of those. Soccer's also a greedy fucking sport. For what I know, it's very greedy.
Yeah, a lot. It's pretty greedy too. Like I mentioned, the whole thing with like the Galaxy's former president. Like that was all about money for him. It wasn't about like.
We could talk all the time about like, sports like football or hockey in this case being fucking greedy sports. Soccer for decades has been greedy as shit.
Yeah.
Very greedy. I mean, it's also like full-blown like boys club.
100%, yeah.
Full-blown boys club. Holy shit.
It kind of doesn't feel that way in MLS, but it can be.
MLS has done from what I know, the president of the commissioner of the MLS has done a really good job at just keeping the boys club, in quote, in check. Right?
Sorta, yeah. I don't really get that feel, like that boys club feel when I look at MLS.
Yeah. Oh, good lord. I'm sorry, but did you see this, do you know the Costco guys that's been going around like fucking...
Oh my god, don't even...
Here we go. This is gonna be fucking fantastic. Hold on.
Okay.
Time out. AEW Full Gear was this past weekend over in Newark, New Jersey, where the Devils play, the Prudential Center. And it's AEW's probably their number 3 pay-per-view behind Double or Nothing and then All In, which is in London for the last couple of years. It's massive. And Full Gear is like, how the fuck, it's their SummerSlam.
Okay.
It's their SummerSlam, or in this case their edition of the Rumble.
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
It's their number 3 pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice voice crack, Jack. But the Costco guys were on the pre-show of Full Gear, and apparently and when people are saying that this was the match of the entire pay-per-view, you have a fucking problem as a wrestling promotion. And people were going to say, like, oh, this is anti-AEW. It's like, no, this is, like, Jack, in his defense, did just get started into learning professional wrestling. I've known professional wrestling for, 15 fucking years. Or something like that.
Yeah.
I've watched it a lot longer than you, so...
I'm going to be honest, my take on AEW so far from what I've seen is that it's a complete joke compared to WWE.
It is. It's a fucking joke, and they do it to themselves.
You know what's funny is I looked into it too when I found out that they were owned by the Jacksonville Jaguars owners.
Tony Khan, yeah.
Yeah, Tony Khan and Shad Khan. I was like, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and... For Jack to say that is a clear understanding of how much of a fucking absolute shit show this is. It is a shit show. An absolute fucking shit show. And that's... Where's my volume not up? There we go. It's insane that people are just constantly defending... If you are a fan of indie wrestling, if you're an indie wrestling fan... then that promotion is for you. But if you are a fan of, like, full-blown professional fucking wrestling, like WCW during its height, the Attitude Era of the World Wrestling Federation, present-day WWE, then if you're a fan of the art that is professional wrestling, and it's no wonder, like, guys like Jim Cornette and Dutch Mantel are constantly saying, yeah, this shit's fucking garbage. It's a joke to the business that we have prided ourselves on for decades. Dutch Mantel's in his damn 70s. He knows what the hell he's booked wrestling for 40 fucking years. He knows what he's talking about. Jim Cornette has booked for 30 plus, has been in the wrestling business for damn near 50 years. He knows what he's talking about. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry that there's a lot of people that are saying, like, oh, AEW is the best wrestling promotion in the world. No one can tell me otherwise. And I'm sorry. Fuck you. Like, the most insufferable part of AEW is not the wrestling. It's their fucking fans. It's the fan base. It makes... Good God. I might get in trouble. It makes Chiefs fans and Patriots fans back in the day look tolerable. It looks you didn't think I was going there, did you?
No, and to be honest with you, I don't know how tolerable Chiefs fans are or aren't, because I haven't really interacted with too many of them.
Patriots fans, however, can go screw themselves back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when we were dealing with...
I just hate Boston sports fans in general because they always whine about stuff when their teams lose and everything, and it's like, you have other teams to root for.
Celtics fans are fine. Celtics fans are fine. I get along with Celtics fans. They're not terrible. Because in the end, their team wins 50 games every year. Except for that one time where they lost like 60. Mm-hmm. And they got the third pick. Regardless... But I don't know. It's one of those things where you wish you're rooting for this company to get better. You're like TNA, perfect example. TNA has been around for 20-something years. And they are officially, at least in my book, and my book doesn't fucking matter, the number 2 wrestling promotion in the entire world. TNA and their dumpster fire of ass and their shitty booking under Dixie Carter. They're practically the number 2 wrestling promotion in the entire world right now. It is insane. It's insane. Like, the best thing for AEW to do is for them to go the TNA route and say, hey, we're just going to book a 5,000 seat arena. The Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, or the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, or what's a small-ass venue in California?
Like the freaking, I guess the Nokia Theater, or the Novo.
Yeah,
across the street from Crypto.
Yeah, like
There
a
were a couple
small-ass venue.
Yeah.
A small-ass venue. Like a 5,000-seat venue, that'd be perfect for them. Perfect for them. But they want to bitch and moan.
I got one, too. I got another one. YouTube Theater. The one attached to SoFi.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, but you got like Tony Khan that's saying all these things that AEW is the greatest right now. It's like, I'm sorry, but that man looks like he's on something. Tony Khan, not Shad Khan. Shad Khan is glorious mustache. That stash is glorious. Can we confirm that?
Sure.
No? Yes?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He has a glorious mustache. Very Super Mario Brothers like. No? Alright, I lied.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry, I'm reading something else on the side, but yeah, no, you're right.
God damn it, Jack. Hold on, this might wake you up. No?
I'm awake.
That's true, you're 3 hours behind me.
I don't know how I am. I felt exhausted when I woke up this morning. I was like, I just want to go right back to bed.
I was in the same boat. I was in the exact same boat. What else we got here in the Department of Nonsense?
Let's see.
Oh, I forgot. What was a year ago today?
Oh, yeah, was that the...
What happened 1 year ago today in Chicago?
I'm gonna try and do this without getting a copyright strike.
Just play the static. Just play the static. That's all you need. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Like a Mussolini! With extra cheese. The coat of meat and extra cheese. Can I also say this? CM Punk has been returning to WWE after 9 fucking years is one of the greatest things I've ever seen as a professional wrestling fan. I was able to witness Hulk Hogan's return in 2002. I was able to witness The Undertaker's, one of the many Edge's return from injury at the Royal Rumble in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to witness Christian returning at the Royal Rumble the following year. Drew McIntyre returning from obscurity after 6 years. In 2018. Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena returning at Money in the Bank number of years ago. Hey, we also have a goal for the Islanders. 1-0. Anyway,
Who scored?
Anders Lee, your most hated player.
Ah, fuck Anders Lee.
Anyway,
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
but where were you when CM Punk returned in Chicago?
I don't even remember.
The pay-per-view?
I don't know if I was even into WWE back then.
Oh, good God. So, can I give you how much hell froze over during that time?
I've got an idea, trust me. I've done my research.
So, the bridges that were burnt in 2014 when Punk was fired from WWE were so bad that the idea of this even happening was gone. The idea of Punk returning to professional wrestling was gone. And then 2021, AEW decided to say, fuck it, let's see where this goes. And they brought CM Punk out of exile, out of wrestling exile.
That part I know about.
What?
I know about that part.
Yeah, so AEW was the first company to basically, to bring CM Punk out of the pit of exile. That's what he did. And I will give Tony Khan and AEW a lot of fucking credit for that. A ton of credit. Because they basically said, let's go get this guy who, if you are having fans chant CM Punk 7 years after your quote-unquote retirement, you're a fucking superstar. You are. Mm-hmm. They were. Fans were doing that. For years, they were doing that in the WWE. And at Rampage, the first dance for AEW sold out the United Center off a rumor that Punk was there. A rumor. Sold out. Completely sold out the United Center in Chicago. And it was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in professional wrestling history. It was unfucking believable. And to this day, I don't know how the fuck they did it, but in 2 years, they managed to burn AEW managed to burn the bridge that CM Punk built. He was a 2-time world champion there, but he relinquished the title twice due to injury and for other fucking reasons. And then when the rumors were swirling that when Punk was fired from AEW due to bullshit, that's a whole other story. I'll tell you that later.
I know the story.
You know the story? Okay, good. So,
told you I've done my research.
Yeah, but the rumors that were swirling in the WWE fan circles that, hey, could Punk return in Chicago for Survivor Series? And then at the end of the show, when the static hit, wow.
The pop was nuts.
I literally texted a few buddies of mine like, son of a bitch, these psychos actually did it. Now, let's also be real here, Jack. This does not happen under Vince.
Agreed.
This does not happen under Vince McMahon. This happens under the new regime of TKO and Triple H. That is undisputedly obvious.
Yeah.
So, and he is, I think, the favorite. CM Punk is right now to win the Royal Rumble this year.
I feel like that would make a whole lot of sense, especially when you consider, like, the Royal Rumble was, like, his first match after he came back, and then he got hurt during it.
Yeah, tore his triceps.
So he had to, like, go another, like, however long it was without wrestling, so.
Yeah.
Him winning the Royal Rumble would make some sense.
That would mean Gunther has to hold the title for a considerable amount of time.
Yeah.
Which, Gunther hasn't had the best reign on the planet as World Heavyweight Champion, but doesn't mean you can't make this shit go further, you know? Because I think the rumor that was swirling around was Punk was originally supposed to win the Rumble last year over Cody. But because he tore his triceps, they had to call an audible, and then Cody went back-to-back Rumbles.
I mean, I don't think that's the reason he actually did win back-to-back Rumbles, but
that was reportedly the biggest reason why. Punk was, according to Triple H himself, Punk was originally scheduled to win the Rumble.
I think it's just because of like the Cody Crybabies, as they're called.
But no, I'm happy Punk's back. I'm happy Punk is back in professional wrestling. I'm happy Punk is back where he not initially was made a name for himself. That was in Ring of Honor for a number of years. But now it's like, all right, let's see where this goes, because he's going to main event Mania one day.
Yeah, I agree.
He's going to main event Mania one day. It almost
might not be too far away either.
No, it might not be too far away either. Speaking of Survivor Series, the next PLE is coming up soon in Vancouver. This coming Saturday, November 30th. Right?
Correct.
Over in Vancouver. So the men's match is set, and we have the new bloodline, which consists of Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tongaloa. Jacob Fatu, who should get a crack at Braun Baker one of these days. That match would feed families. And Bronson Reed, who looks like he could be in the bloodline if he was part of the family, but he's not, which sucks. But what are you gonna do?
We had a discussion.
We did have this discussion before. And then Roman Reigns, the OG bloodline of Roman Reigns, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, and Sami Zayn, and then Paul Heyman comes out of nowhere. Wait for it. Paul Heyman enters the room and says, "No, it will not be 4 versus 5. It will be 5 versus 5." And then it plays.
What a swerve, dude.
With extra greens. CM Punk is number 5 as the 5th man. You go first because I want to hear what you think about this.
It's such a good swerve, and it makes a ton of sense. They have Seth Rollins standing on business and being like, "No, I'm not going to team up with Roman. He kept his stance. He kept doing what he was doing.
Yep.
And I think it makes a bit more sense to have CM Punk involved because he has the ties to Paul Heyman too.
Yes, he was after Brock Lesnar, the original Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, and then there was the whole, he had gotten into some feuds with some members of the New Bloodline before too. Like there were moments where he, I think the Chicago SmackDown where he made an appearance and then he got jumped by Drew McIntyre. Before he got jumped, he was out there talking to Solo and basically saying, I just see someone cosplaying as the tribal chief. So
we also have seeds planted, Jack.
We do. We do because
we have seeds planted for Roman and Punk. Are you ready? You have no idea where that's from, do you? I'm
gonna guess Ed, Ed and Eddie.
No, Billy and Mandy. Close enough.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna send it to you. Fucking brilliant. It's just Billy when he's on crackhead energy. Fucking fantastic. There we go. It's 18 seconds long. That's my reaction to when we have the seeds planted, Jack. The seeds are there. Oh, God damn it, Detroit just scored. Fuck you, Detroit. Except for
what you have done has made Dan very unhappy.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
This is true. Jack has learned over the years. Jack has learned our ways. Help! It's like my apprentice. And like I'm Darth Sidious or some shit. Darth bullshit. No?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I approve.
Darth Smooth. That's me.
There you go.
Darth Staniel. Darth Smooth is actually better. But, yeah, so... Yeah, this is... people hate this idea that Punk is the 5th man. This was the only other option besides Seth Rollins.
It kind of was. I thought maybe they would try and drag Cody back into it, but he's got the whole thing with Kevin Owens going.
Nope.
Although that fight's not going to happen until Saturday night's main event.
Over in Nassau Coliseum, by the way.
Correct. So, yeah, it was kind of like a fun little swerve because it's like, so they basically said, like Roman said, like, no, I've moved on from Cody, and then like they thought about Seth Rollins one more time. I love the moment where Roman was in the locker room talking to the rest of the OG Bloodline, and he was saying, "This is all we need." He was giving them like that whole pep talk about how like they've already got all their guys, and I love that so much. The babyface Roman Reigns is like very fun to watch. So
this character, it's a weird character in a way, but it almost kind of fits.
Yeah,
it's like he's trying to like change his ways. In that way, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, he's like learning how to change his ways in a bit,
which is not a bad thing. Which is not a bad thing to do. I also think The Rock comes back.
That could happen. Yeah,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in Vancouver.
I thought he was gonna like be in the match. Like I thought The Rock and Cody were gonna be the fifth men for a little bit, and then I kind of thought, you know what? It could when Sammy like turned on Solo and became the fourth guy for the OGs. I thought that it was gonna just be a 4v4, and then like I saw a clip after the show where Roman was basically yelling at the new guys, "Go find your fifth." I was like, okay, well maybe it is still gonna be 5v5. So
it almost has to be. Survivor Series has always been a 5v5. War Games matches back with NXT was traditionally 4v4, but thank the Undisputed Era for that.
In the stupid video games, it's still 4v4. They don't let you do it. In 2K, they don't let you do a 5-on-5, which is kind of boring. But
I love War Games matches. They're chaos. I love it.
Yeah, I love the chaos. I'm looking forward to it.
But I'm looking forward to it. We also have the women's War Games match, minus Jade Cargill. I have theory. Bianca Belair turns heel. Bianca Belair is the one that attacked Jade Cargill. This sets up Jade Cargill's singles run.
How could she be the one who attacked Jade if she was running over to her in the ambulance?
Maybe she attacked her beforehand.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I just hate how they keep getting pushed over repeatedly.
Yeah.
I think that there's more talent in that division that hasn't really gotten pushed in a hot minute.
Which is why the women's Intercontinental titles are reportedly showing up either this week's Raw or next week's Raw.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
Yes. Is this good? Yes.
That would be good. Yeah, I would like that to happen.
It did. Let's be real. The women's mid card is filled with good talent. Filled, and that's not even including NXT. That's not even including NXT. Wait till Charlotte eventually comes back. I think this is leading towards Charlotte entering the War Games match, because she's been cleared for a while. Charlotte Flair. I think she's been clear for quite some time.
I think there's a chance. Yeah, I think that's realistic. But
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll see come Vancouver. What are the other matches? There's 2 more matches incoming, right?
I don't know.
This is a short card.
Yeah, this isn't a very long card so far. I mean, I think that's what these next 2 episodes of Raw and SmackDown could also set up.
Probably. We'll see. We'll definitely see.
But I'm trying to think about what other feuds are going on right now. Oh yeah, they're gonna have the women's U.S. title match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think Tiff cashes in War Games?
There's a chance. I think that would be the only thing right now that sort of makes that match worth tuning into.
Literally, because the match itself is not particularly great. Doesn't look like it, but I could be wrong. I could be horribly wrong. I would like to be wrong. I would like to be wrong.
And if anything else is going to happen, then I think we're just going to get like teasers for it on both Raw and SmackDown this week.
Yeah. We'll definitely see where everything goes at this point.
Indeed.
We'll definitely see where everything goes. Oh boy, what else is going on?
Oh yeah, they have the advantage match tonight. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, the advantage match is tonight. Oh, yeah. Okay. I
just threw it up Raw on the second monitor, so.
Oh, there we go.
Bianca and Nia are fighting each other tonight in the advantage match, and then I think next week this Friday the advantage match is between Jey Uso and Jacob Fatu. Braun Breaker too has been like having some Intercontinental title fights, so he could potentially have a fight there because he fights against Ludwig Kaiser tonight.
Okay. We also
that's not for the title, but it could impact the card.
The New Day's 10-year anniversary is coming up, and there's a rumor that Big E might return.
I hope so. I hope that rumor comes true. I hope Big E comes in and saves them. Them breaking up on their 10-year anniversary would be tragic.
Oh. Two things are going to happen. It's either going to be Xavier Woods' heel turn, or Big E comes back and settles the problem.
I hope so.
Because that'd be fantastic. Anyway,
I hope that's what happens.
Jack has Raw to get to. I got 3 Arrows Metro Hockey Podcast to get to. We got bullshit to get to. So with that being said, this is a very bland show, but that's okay because
it's all right.
We talk some stuff.
I appreciate you having an episode named for my birthday and it's Shenanigans.
I got you, dude.
Yeah, we take those, I guess.
We take this as we go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this edition of Time to BS with Staniel Smooth. Be sure to follow the show on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Time to BS Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on YouTube at Time to BS with Staniel Smooth. Look for the Staniel Smooth Show and look for Jack's show with Splash, the Sports Desk, available on YouTube, right?
Go to the channel. The Scoreboard Watch is what the channel is called. Go to that channel.
Scoreboard Watch. Thank you.
That's the name of our channel. The show is still called the Sports Desk, but
there you go.
We named the channel different because we're looking at doing some other content aside from.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh yeah, this just came up too. I'm interrupting your outro. Priest and Gunther are fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship again.
Really?
At Survivor Series.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that was happening.
Yeah, so there's another match on the card.
Jesus, that comes to show how invested I am in the World Heavyweight title. Anyway, yes.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wheels, more bullshit afoot. Don't forget to follow more shows at Belly Sports and Belly Media. My name is Staniel Smooth. I'm coming from the beaches of lovely